During a surprise inspection, the trainer Sirsan barged into the barracks and found a loaf of bread hidden in Vincent's locker. Enraged, he immediately set a new rule. From then on, every time Vincent made a mistake, the whole unit would suffer the consequences. He then stuffed the bread into Vincent's mouth and ordered all the other soldiers to lie down and do push-ups. Angry at being punished for someone else's mistake, the soldiers took it all out on Vincent. They wrapped their hard part of soap in a towel and tied it tightly, turning it into a brutal weapon. This weapon would leave no visible marks, but it was extremely painful. Late that night, the soldiers sneaked into Vincent's bed, held him down firmly with a blanket, gagged his mouth, and beat him mercilessly with their homemade weapons. Vincent's screams echoed throughout the barracks. Each of his roommates beat him in turn. Even David, Vincent's only friend, after a moment's hesitation, joined in harder than the others. That night, Vincent's cries were heard until dawn. From that day on, the cheerful, smiling Vincent disappeared. What emerged was someone cold, filled with anger and thirsty for revenge. He became determined to prove himself and surprise everyone. In the following days, he practiced 10 times over.
His movements became sharp and precise. He shot with deadly accuracy and handled his weapon like a pro. The sergeant was shocked. He had always thought of Vincent as a joke, someone who was weak, awkward, and useless. Vincent had never even been able to get past the second obstacle wall. He couldn't do a single push-up. He was afraid of heights, couldn't complete basic runs, and often confused left and right during weapon training. The sergeant was so frustrated with him that he nearly coughed up blood and often slapped Vincent in front of others without mercy. However, since that night of the meeting, Vincent's behavior began to grow strange. While cleaning his weapon, he often muttered to himself. One night, while David was on guard duty, he heard a sound from the bathroom. When he pushed open the door, he was shocked to see Vincent sitting on the toilet, loading bullets into his rifle with a creepy smile on his face. David rushed over, begging him to stop before they all got punished again. Vincent stood up, began shouting drill commands, and performed marching movements for Philippe. His voice echoed to Alta Barracks, drawing everyone's attention, including the sergeants. As usual, the sergeant entering while cursing, but David quickly informed them that Vincent's rifle was already loaded. The sergeant's expression changed drastically. He tried to calm Vincent down by speaking softly and carefully, but Vincent didn't even look at him. This made the sergeant feel humiliated. Angry, he returned to his rude behavior, insulting Vincent in front of everyone. But this time, Vincent didn't say a word. He simply handed the sergeant a single bullet. Everyone fell silent in shock. David tried to persuade, but Vincent suddenly aimed the gun at David. However, in the end, he couldn't bring himself to harm his own friend. Instead, he sat back down on the toilet and slowly inserted the barrel of the gun into his mouth.